found my mammogram.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to The Journey's Real. I'm Sheila.
I'm Stacy.
I'm Beth.
I'm Kim.
I'm Brittany.
And we are here on episode 10.
10, woohoo!
10, dang.
It doesn't seem like it. Doesn't
Milestone,
seem
it
like
doesn't
that.
seem like milestone
Just
10.
like
We
that.
don't have a special guest tonight, but we are going to go over a few things. And my window's still open. My dog is going to chime in. Listen to that.
That's our special guest.
That's our special guest. That's funny. Whoops.
Say it again.
He said go ahead with it.
Oh,
As you can tell, Marianne's not with us tonight. She is feeling under the weather, and she had a doctor's appointment today. And we've got some news. Two doctor's appointments today.
Two doctor's appointments today. So with the doctor she went to today, they're determining whether they will need to go further with any more treatment. She did have a bilateral mastectomy, and now they're determining whether she, by the pathology report, whether she will need to have chemotherapy or radiation. According to her husband, the report is that she will not require radiation. And they're doing another test to determine whether she's going to need chemotherapy or not. So we've got our fingers crossed that she will not. There was a little differences on, so because we're talking about Marianne and going through pathology reports and things that they do to determine this, somebody questioned last week when our special guest Jessica was on here, that we talked about somebody being a triple positive or a triple negative. Now, I was a triple positive and Jess was a triple negative. And I got questions afterwards of what is that? So the three things are being estrogen reception, progesterone, I have a hard time saying that, progesterone, and Herceptin. So of course, estrogen, we kind of know that. That's the lady's hormone. Progesterone is kind of a side to that. It's kind of like estrogen. And then what they call a HER2 positive is a particular protein. And these that's what fuels the the cancer cells. So I was, in layman's terms, what this means. Me being a triple positive meant that those hormones fueled my cancer, and they are very receptive to chemotherapy. They have medicines that can calm down the estrogen or take away the estrogen, or kind of kill the estrogen in your body, the progesterone and all that.
Right.
And triple negative means that it is not fueled by those things. So sometimes it makes it harder to fight with chemotherapy. It's kind of the difference of the three. So it just all depends on what type of medicine. Marianne is estrogen positive, but she is negative on the other two. So unfortunately, she's a stage 1. Her tumor was, she had what they call a lobal carcinoma. There's lobal and there's ductal. A ductal means that the cancer cells were found, or the tumor was found in a milk duct in the breast. Lobal means it was found in the mass of the breast. Okay. So that's the difference between the two. Okay. Hers was lobal. It was not found inside a duct. She, let's see, we think here.
Is either one better than the other, or about the same if it's really better than
right.
I'm going to say probably if it's found in the duct, it kind of stays there unless it's really progressed. Other than that being in the tissue, I would think that it could possibly, I'm no physician, but it could possibly cause it to give it more room to spread because it's not confined in the duct.
Right.
That
makes sense. That does make sense.
Also with Marianne, they did what they call a sentinel test. This is where they put dye in before they do surgery to see if it will follow up like the duct area or what have to the lymph nodes. She had 2 lymph nodes removed, but fortunately they were both cancer free. They did not have cancer. So I'm sure probably sometimes that dye will run up to the lymph nodes. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it may be blocked. But if it is, sometimes they can tell whether it's spread out more so when it gets up to the lymph node.
Interesting.
So they can determine a lot of this there while you're in surgery, or with your biopsy will normally tell whether you are a triple positive, triple negative. They can also tell by your biopsy and with a pathology report during surgery what they call it a grade, 1, 2, or 3. Marianne was a grade 2, which means it is a medium aggressive. So it's not slow lollygagging around, yet it was not majorly aggressive where it was just quickly moving within weeks it spread. She was kind of in that. So it's a good thing that they went ahead and she chose to get the bilateral mastectomy to nip it and get it on out. And that she got her screening and it was caught early.
Early.
Yeah.
Early detection is key for a quicker recovery and to beating this shit into the ground. So,
Go get your mammogram.
Get your mammogram.
See
I do
your
it every
doctor.
October. That's Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October, and that's when mine is set every October to go get my mammograms done.
Men need to check their breasts too.
Yes,
though.
they do.
Yes.
Thank you for
'Cause
bringing that up.
Men
Absolutely.
definitely need to check
Yes,
theirs.
they do. Men can get breast cancer
Yes.
too, and
Yes, they
you know
can.
that's not a topic that's very talked about. You know, because you think of breast, automatically you think woman.
Right.
You know, breast cancer, woman, whatever. Men's got them too. They got breasts, they're just not as big as ours.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
Well,
there.
some of them.
Well, some of them are. I think my husband could probably fit in my bra.
I'm just kidding.
I
I
am not kidding.
Look at them both
Matter
up
of fact,
there.
I hijacked his bra. That's a lie. He did a benefit in one year, and
Oh my
as a joke, I guess as a joke, I don't know. This was before me, but he had an actual, it was like a sports bra type deal. And it's cute, so I took it.
And we raised a lot of money.
We did. He did. He raised a lot of money doing that. You know, he goes all out for it. He's so serious about this, and I love his passion. Makes me love him even more. He's silly.
There's no shame in his game.
No
When it
shame
comes
in
to
his
this,
game.
and
No
that's
shame
a
in his
wonderful
game.
thing.
When it comes to raising money.
Never a dull moment either.
Yeah,
Trust
no.
me on that. Mm-hmm.
Y'all live with it.
That's my daughter.
Yeah. Easy for us to say. Bethany, on the other
We
hand.
can leave. Anyway.
Yeah. Another thing that I did and that Marianne will probably have to do because she was estrogen positive will be to take a medication for like the next 5 years. Now I started off on, and it was a new drug back then, it's not anymore, but it was called tamoxifen, which is to keep where estrogen will feed the cancer cells in case there were any left. It helped kill the estrogen in my body and put a little hat over the mouth of any little cancer cells or what have you, or cells that could turn into cancer. There's also, I was premenopause, so all that chemotherapy, and then I wound up having later on have a hysterectomy. So I was chemically and surgically put into menopause. They still had me take tamoxifen. I took that for 5 years. Then shortly after, probably within a year after my hysterectomy, they put me on a drug called letrozole, which is kind of once you're post-menopause, they use those type of drugs. But yeah, they have medications that you will take for 5 years. I actually took mine for 10 years between the two drugs. My doctor, I guess she thought I was a bad patient and I needed that. Like, look, you've been through enough.
So when you were getting close to being done with that last bit of your medication, was you counting down the days? Like, I've only got 5 more days that I have to do this. I only have 4 more days.
Yeah, I was like not being behaved like I should and probably taking it as like I should by that point. You know, I was over taking the pills.
Yeah.
But yeah. And it didn't make any difference anymore if you take it for so long. Visual side effect, like it was benefiting or not benefiting at that point. And I'd been on it for, it was like questionable. Most people only take it for 5 years. Do I really need to take it for 10? And yeah. But yeah, it felt good when I got moved out to I see her once a year. You can come off the medications. You're actually beyond, through this on the other side of the journey. So, but yeah, I believe Marianne will have to probably take one of those Tubians.
Yeah. And hopefully next Tuesday we will have her back with us. But as of right now, keep her in your thoughts and your prayers as she is still healing from her surgery. And we love you and we miss you and can't wait to see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we got to get on this. Like I said because like I said last week, people. So if you have questions like that, what are you referring to, or like the triple negative, triple positive? What does that mean? How do you read or understand what your doctor is telling you, or read a pathology report? First of all, ask your doctor. No question is a dumb question. You need to understand these things, or if it's a family member, ask them. But that's kind of what we're here for, even though we're not doctors. Some of this
We're not?
personally, but no.
I'm just kidding.
There's some of us on this panel that unfortunately have had these things explained to them, so I've got a little bit can put it into not doctor's terms, but layman's terms of kind of what these things are. So
I'm not sure how visible our phone number is down here, but if you can see it, if it's visible for you to see, we can take phone calls and physically talk to you if you have any questions, or if you just want to chime in with your personal experiences on your journey, or if you just had a general shout out to Marianne. How about that? If you guys want to call in and give a shout out to her and her journey and her healing, I'm sure she would appreciate that too. That would be a wonderful thing to do.
Or even if you have a story that you want to share because you can't be here with us physically, we are more than happy to talk over the telephone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our phone number is 502-909-0136. And if you want to give us a call if phone lines are wide open. We're ready to hear from you.
Yeah, we're on episode 10, and I think maybe the whole time we've done this, we've had one phone call, so y'all get dialing. We're here.
We know you're watching.
We know you're there.
We see you.
We know you. See you. I see you. Kim, how is your dad doing?
Oh, he's not in pain anymore right now, but he's numb. His rear's numb, so, but we're gonna get a second opinion. We're not gonna do the surgery right this second, but gonna definitely get a second opinion.
Yeah,
because we feel like we've been pushed around and just.
See, and that's a journey I don't think anybody deserves to be on when it comes to something like this. When
no doctors are talking to doctors, and it's a pain in the butt for the family. It really is.
Well, and the patient, you're finding the patient as well, to have him sit there and go through all that pain and get the runaround. Do I have cancer? Do I not have cancer?
It'll be a year in, I think, July this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember
since he was
call.
diagnosed. So I don't know. One doctor doesn't want to do surgery, and another doctor says yes, do surgery. It's just, I don't know. It's just 1 minute they say yes, it's cancer. Next minute, no, it's not cancer. Next minute, it is cancer. We go ahead and do chemo for, I forget now, 2 months, 2.5 months. And now don't do any more chemo because it's not shrinking, the tumor. So I don't know. It's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. Excuse my French.
No, you're fine.
What gets me is that they're like communicating, like you said, with each other.
Are his doctors through different organizations? Is it like, are you, or is it one group?
It's just one. One is, I'm not going to say the name, but one is a facility and the other one is another facility. But that facility,
but they're not communicating.
well.
Okay, okay, I see now. I was going to say.
Right.
That's truly unfortunate.
That was a good move.
That's truly, truly unfortunate.
Yeah, that really is.
We want the medical records, and now one facility lost the medical release.
Oh my
So now we gotta wait another, who knows how many days to get it.
Right.
So
Now, see,
it's just crazy.
Kim's part of her journey is unfortunately having to watch her dad go through some things, as many of us are on the other side of that journey. And but and you yourself has had a little bit of a cancer scare here recently, haven't you?
Yes, I sure have.
Do you want to touch on that?
It was right on the hip area, and one day I mean, it's been there for years, but every doctor ever seen it said, oh,
Just
if
the
it's
mole.
not bothering you, then there's nothing wrong with it.
Hmm.
And then I finally asked one of my dermatologists, and she was like, yeah, we're going to remove that now. So she removed it, and thankfully she did, because it was cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So this was skin
Yes.
cancer.
This was
correct?
recently.
So it was a
Mhm.
Mo?
No, it was just a round red spot on my hip.
Was it kind of
And then-
flaky and
It was starting to get flaky, and it was starting to bother me, like where your belt is.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And it was starting to
Being
itch,
itch
and then it
sore.
was just, real sore. And then I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on with this thing?
Yeah.
Because before everybody said, oh, it looks fine, nothing's wrong with it.
So basically, you walked around thinking, well, it could be a mole or a birthmark or something like that for
Right.
years, like a birthmark type deal.
Yes.
So that just goes to show you guys, if you've got a spot and it starts, I mean, don't
Exactly. Don't
take
ignore
it for granted that it's nothing, that it's a birthmark or that it's this or that. Have your doctor look at it, because it could definitely be something. Skin cancer is nothing to play with either.
Go to a dermatologist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that where you went to dermatologist?
That's who actually removed it, because I showed her, I was like, you got to look at the spot, because everybody said there's nothing wrong with it. If it don't bother you, then don't worry about it. And that's when it started bothering me. And I had already had that appointment for something else, because I have allergies real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, already in her office, I was like, can you go ahead and look at this spot? And she was like, and when she looked at it, she's like, we are removing it now, and we're going to send it off for biopsy. So that's what they did, and it was cancer.
And the bad thing, you were by yourself when you did that, wasn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I always like to take somebody to the doctor with me all the time, because you just never know. I hate that.
And moles, I think, or places like that can turn into
Mhm.
skin
Mhm.
cancer.
Yes.
So
You can.
it could have been, it was just a little birthmark or whatever before, and then got precancer cells maybe. Issues, germ allergies, and whatever anyway. So yeah, so definitely
In the past, skin cancer
Yes.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
See, I've got a Mo on my breast. It's flat, but whenever I was pregnant, they was like, has it always been there? And I was like, yeah, I've always remembered it to be there, but they was like, just pay attention to it.
Yeah.
If it gets like dark or whatever,
Mhm.
then that's when you need to go get it checked out.
she's got several freckles on me that she's watching,
Yeah.
and they take photos of it.
Yeah, so mine gets checked every year. Like they look
Yeah.
at it and examine it whenever I have my annual
Yeah.
visit.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Always get your annual checkups, and anytime that you find something that might look a little sketch or something like that, to have them look at it and just, I mean, it never hurts, and better be safe than sorry.
Yep.
For sure.
And especially as you two won't really relate, but the rest of us, as you get older, and there's checks that come up. That'll be you two.
I was just saying,
yeah.
wait, let me get
Stay on top of your annual checkups, including
Here's
the
the heel.
gentlemen out there. If you get to be 50 years old, you don't forget to get your colon screened.
Your colon
and
screen. You
Don't
gotta,
be ashamed.
Mhm.
Just do it.
John had his. He had a colonoscopy done last year, year before last, I believe, and I had mine done. Yeah, it's a shitty thing to have to do.
Yeah.
Literally.
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 Believe me, the prep is a whole lot
The
worse
prep
than
is
the.
worse than anything,
Yeah.
because you
Because
don't
you're
even know.
knocked out.
You're
Yeah,
knocked
you
out.
do.
You don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
and you would think you'd be walking out like you got stuck your
Yeah.
something
No.
foot stuck. No, it's nothing like that.
You wake up and don't even realize
You
that
wake
you've
up-
been violated. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't even know
it's
you've been
scary.
violated. You just don't. But anyway, so yeah, get your colonoscopy done. Men, get your prostates checked.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very important.
That's super important.
Yes.
John just had a scare recently, and that's what, all of our friends on Facebook, he was, making posts, please, keep us in your prayers and this, that, and the other. And he actually had a scare, a prostate cancer scare, because his cell count, his white cell count was elevated, and it was showing possible signs leaning more toward prostate cancer than anything else. So when he went back,
all the follow-ups.
We did the follow-ups. I went with him to the doctor and everything, and they did another ultrasound and screen and everything. Of course, he has a kidney stone because he couldn't stay off the Mountain Dews. But yeah, don't drink Mountain Dew. And don't look at me like that.
You can if you like.
Sodas are bad, y'all. I mean, they're bad. Stay away from the caffeine, like for real. Put that shit away. And the Red Bulls. That stuff will kill you for sure. Doesn't give you wings. It gives you prostate cancer.
Anyway.
Gives you prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, he got his ultrasound and everything, and then all the tests come back that actually where still has the kidney stone, but it caused an infection in the prostate, and that's what caused his elevations to be so high. So just to keep on top of things, just keep an eye on everything you got going on. Your body is the only one that you have.
Yep.
And if you don't take care of it, it's not going to take care of you.
Yep.
It's true.
And you're the only one that can tell if something's wrong.
Exactly.
In your body. You know what's normal
Yeah.
versus what's not.
And early detection is key with any kind of cancer, any type of cancer. So if you have any inkling of the fact that maybe something may be wrong, get it checked.
Wellness visits, if you have insurance, wellness visits are usually covered by your insurance. If you have questions regarding your insurance, call your company. They can let you know what's covered, what's not covered. Again, just to reiterate, none of us are medical professionals. We have have all been through it in many different ways. But if you reach out to your insurance company, they can tell you. I know certain insurances, if you don't have rides, can help set that up for you. No excuses, guys. Get yourself taken care of.
With that being said, Ride to Ride Out Cancer, breast cancer, that is us. That is our group. We've helped people get back and forth to their treatments. We've had a couple of people that my husband actually personally took himself, or we can provide a gas card or something like that if somebody is having trouble getting back and forth to their treatments. Of course, there's a process, just like there is anything else. You have to have some paperwork and stuff filled out so we know that you're actually telling us the truth, that you have cancer and this is actually where you're going.
And that kind of falls into our mission statement.
Right.
So us as a team, Ride to Ride Out Cancer, our mission is to help people ease the financial burden that goes along whenever you have to go through cancer or take cancer treatments. We're here locally in the community, in Little Old Hillview, Kentucky. We have helped several patients with rental assistance,
in the background.
mortgage assistant, rents, utilities, other medical expenses, which would be the gas card. If you need help with your assistance. And we also help provide food as well. So if you're needing assistance, please reach out to us via Facebook, or our contact for John is 502-408
0327.
0327.
Yep, the curse of the cell phones for our daughter here. Okay, so, and another way that we are raising money is through the Queen of Hearts. Every Wednesday night at Danny's Place.
It's located at 2858 Kentucky 44, Shepherdsville. It's every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. The drawing's 8 o'clock. The current total is, ready for this, $15,506.
Yeah.
And the payout is $7,753.
As of right now.
That's
right now.
Yes.
That's not counting tomorrow,
Right.
guys.
That pot will
Holy
be
cow,
bigger.
that man.
And there's
I'm
only
sure it'll
19
be-
tickets left.
Yeah.
On the 19th.
19 cards left.
Tomorrow should be a lot of fun.
So
Yes.
tomorrow should be a lot of fun. Come down to Danny's place,
Yes.
or if you can't come tomorrow night, go up there tonight, get you some tickets, get you a drink, get you a
Good old
burger,
cheeseburger.
bacon
Oh, they got the
cheeseburger.
best
Bacon
bacon
cheeseburger.
cheeseburger. That's my favorite. They got it.
Or
Tip your
PayPal.
waitresses, they work hard.
And yes, our waitresses down there are the best on the planet. We love them all.
Mhm. Or you could go to PayPal.
PayPal.
Yeah, go to PayPal.
PayPal. I almost forgot about PayPal.me/QueenofHeartsRTROBC.
And when
Buy your ticket.
Yeah, when you go
It
to
only takes
PayPal, make sure you put your name, your phone number, and your card number.
Your card
And make
number.
sure it hasn't already been flipped.
Yes, make sure it hasn't been picked.
Let me give a big shout out to my girls for last week. Because if not for these ladies that I have sat at this table, and plus a few more
I
that
was gonna
show up
say, a few
down
more.
there, Jess and Tammy and everybody just pitching in. These PayPals come in. You guys put your name, your phone number, and the number that you choose. But what you don't see is that's on a paper. So these have to be put on individual tickets. So we're rolling out tickets and
We're
and
tearing and
we're tearing and we're writing everything down. And the receipt part, which the top part goes in the tumbler, and the receipt part gets stapled to your PayPal paper that gets printed out. That way we know those tickets are your tickets. Okay, so it's a process.
We
So
had a little over, I think, a little over $600 worth of PayPal
that was
last week.
last week.
But that's because the week prior,
Yeah, that was-
we missed.
yeah,
so
we-
that was 2
yeah, the
weeks
week-
combined. So we wrote out, as a team, over 300 tickets.
And reason being is because we were between gaming licenses. So we could not pull a ticket the week before last because if we had, we'd been breaking the law, and we ain't breaking the law.
Was the ticket, the card pulled last week, was that a PayPal? Because they weren't there, was it?
Person, but he wasn't there.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody
I
that
don't
bought
think
in
that it
person
was.
wasn't
Somebody
there.
that bought at the bar but wasn't there. Yeah, it wasn't a PayPal.
But
ticket.
anyway, if you are present tomorrow night and you draw the Jack, Queen, King, Joker,
Ace or Joker.
you win the $50 payout, but you have to be present.
Yeah, if
So
you're not
that's
there.
$50 automatically in your pocket. If you flip the Queen of Hearts and you are not present, you will still get a phone call and you have a week to redeem.
Yeah, and if you buy it through PayPal and we have $600 worth of tickets we have to fill out again this week, part of your winnings need to go under. After writer's cramp, we need to get Just kidding. Get them in here.
Get that, just kidding. Let's
Yeah.
not take that and run with that.
No.
Let's go.
No. It's our pleasure to sit there. It gave us something to do till 8 o'clock was to fill out those
It's
tickets.
exciting
now.
though.
But it
You
was,
know,
yeah.
it's-
And it's, I get nervous every time because I know everybody in this community has such, I mean,
the outpour
the
of
outpour of
support.
support has been wonderful, and the support and just the love that we get, and you know, the everybody helping and contributing to what we do. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's best year. But even though COVID is here and it was last year, between last year continuing on, it's the best years we've ever had. Really,
And
as
it's
far as
because
an
of you guys.
organization, it's because of
Yeah.
you guys.
Mhm.
It's because everybody's wanting to see something good come out of such a shit year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
A lot of people
I
had a
can't
rough
wait
time,
to
too.
see who wins
Yeah,
this
I can't
money,
wait to
though.
see
who wins.
I'm gonna cry with them.
I know.
because
Down to the
who right
nitty-gritty.
now cannot use almost $8,000 in
That's
their
right.
pocket
Right,
for
exactly.
something?
Exactly.
Oh
For
my God.
something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And see,
We're tired
I
of being
can't
trapped
play.
in houses.
I can't play.
Everybody's got their windows open today. It's so nice.
And it's nice outside today. I hope y'all had a chance to get out. And I want to give some shout outs tonight to some of our sponsors before we run out of time. We got a new one, Creekstone Realty LLC, Miss Sherry Lanham Hammond.
Woo!
Hey.
Thanks, Sherry.
She has just started this this realty business on her own. This is her. This is all Sherry. And I'm so proud of you. We've been friends since we were middle school. little girls. I know, and she's doing wonderfully. And thank you for your contribution and being a sponsor for us this year. I also want to give a shout out to Anytime Plumbing LLC.
Yep.
If your shitter is clogged, call them.
That's right. Anytime.
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 They are not.
Oh, Mary's looking whenever she gets it. Oh my
And
God.
last but not least, Blue Water Diagnostics.
Yay, Mom.
No, yay, Jen.
Yay,
Jen.
Jen.
She's our owner, and you know she helped us out with the bike drive, and now she's gonna be a part of this. We're gonna have a big setup at
That's
Cancer
awesome.
Fest 2021,
Yay.
guys.
Carson always says, when we say Blue Water Diagnostics, he always says, yay, Mom.
I know. Yes.
Yeah.
Like Mom did it.
Yeah, Carson always says,
No,
yay,
but
Mom.
yay, Jen, thank you
Yeah.
so much. She's contributed a lot this year.
Yeah, that's the owner, correct?
She is the
owner. So thank you, Jen, for that, and Jeremy with Anytime Plumbing, and Sherry with Creekstone Realty. We love you guys, and we appreciate all of your support.
So, and I know that everybody's been out this week around here getting their grass mowed and getting their yards in shape. So if you need any help with that, we also want to throw a shout out to JC Lawn Care, the sponsor.
He's normally here with us,
yeah.
but he is
I'm gonna
out and
throw
about.
I'm going to throw out his number here, 502-530-9721. Girls, he's not single, so you got to keep him mowing grass and what have you, weed eating, all that good stuff.
So we're always looking for sponsors. So we're always looking for sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor, you can contact John Casey, who is the founder, and his phone number is 502-408-0327.
He's not single either.
Nope. He's all mine. He is
All of
all
it.
mine. Every bit of it is mine.
Okay.
Lucky me.
No, don't do that.
Put it away, John. Put it away. His belly.
That's
Oh,
it.
my
This is
goodness.
Belly.
His belly. Again, Bullitt County, don't run with that, okay?
Yeah.
We want to talk about these two little things here.
Yeah, we can pull it together.
So in closing, we have a couple more resources that we would like to talk about really quick.
Yes, if you have recently had mastectomy, lumpectomy, or some type of breast cancer surgery, go to Cancer Link. They provide free bras. They'll send you, what I think she said, 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, and just ask for Melissa.
Mhm.
Her name, her phone number is 859-309-1700. If you are in need for a prosthesis, after your surgery, go give me Ladies a call. She's at 1169 Eastern Parkway, Suite 2200. So definitely get in touch with them. She will provide you with a prosthesis or fit you with one, and can also
Can you boys put my sage
file
down?
that with insurance.
In fact, they
Yeah.
got my sage.
And you get 3 of them at a time, right? So you get 3 of them. I think she said 6 months later you
Yeah,
get
you
one of the
get
other
3, yeah.
3. So you'll have a total of
The
Of
bras,
the
The
6.
six,
No, the my ladies.
oh, the prosthesis.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And Cancer Link is actually going to be at Cancer Fest this year.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
we're excited to have them
awesome.
too.
Okay,
Yay!
Cancer Fest, September the 11th.
That's right. Be
We're
there.
excited.
Be there or you're nowhere for sure.
right.
September 11th. It's in honor of Chief Rob Orkes and in memory of my brother Nathan Peebles. Both unfortunately have lost their battles. But in honor of both of them, in honor of Chief, we will be making a donation to Crusade for Children. And in honor of my brother, we will be making a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Love that.
Yeah.
So good.
That's awesome.
Also, we'll be making a contribution to the new playground that's coming up out here in Hillview. from Kendall and Friends, but we are making that donation in Jesse Schott's name again this year. Last year, we donated $3,000 towards the project, and we will continue to do that until we reach our goal in that we get the playground that these kids who are disabled because either they were born that way or they're that way because of cancer. Jesse lost his battle with brain cancer, and
the kids really just need a safe
and
place
they
to
they
play.
need
all
the kids
Yeah.
need a safe place to play. I know there's going to be a swing there that is going to be wheelchair
That's
accessible.
Oh,
That's awesome.
That is so
Yeah,
awesome.
and we're so excited for that.
Yeah.
We are so excited, and we love the Schott family. If you guys are watching, I love you so much. They've been a big part of my life for as long as I can remember too. I've grown up out here. This is my home. This is my family. Everybody in this neighborhood I love dearly. There's not one person that hasn't touched me in one way, shape, or form. However, went to school in Bullitt County like most of us here, and we are Bullitt County strong, and we will take care of you just like you took care of me.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I'm getting all in my feels. I'm sorry.
We're hoping everybody tunes in again next week. Do we have a special guest lined up yet?
I'm still working on it. It's
Okay.
kind of been crickets, and that's okay because I think we have an interesting duo coming up that I think is in the works. I think our guest last week, Jessica, is wanting to bring her husband, and then once Marianne gets to feeling better, I think we're going to do a duo of Marianne and Wib. And Jessica and her husband, they can kind of talk about their experiences together, and then us
Awesome.
ladies will just step away for
Right.
that particular
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've been in contact with a couple of people, but not really getting a whole lot of responses back.
Spring break too.
It is spring break. We do have to
So-
keep that in mind, and it's okay. We have a lot going on within the organization that we can talk
Oh
about.
gosh.
Sure.
In our own experiences, and I'm just working on it, y'all.
Just working on it.
Don't make me have to start telling wig stories or bee stories or
Hey,
well,
you know,
butt
the
cream
wig story.
stories. Or, I mean, we could find.
On that note, with butt cream and all, here's the deal. We love you guys, and we will see you next week on The Journey's
Are we
Real.
doing a countdown?
Now, I will say one thing. If you guys would like to make a donation, you can do Cash App, and it's money sign Ride to Ride Out Cancer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost
First
forgot about that. Thank you.
Sponsors and
Thank you.
donations.
Sponsors and
Friends.
donations, yes.
Mhm. Yes. 3,
2,
1.
Fuck cancer!